All right, people. So it's time to find out what's in. Ah, don't look over there. So let's see what's in these boxes. I've been waiting for these. Woohoo! So we did the eBay splurge. Not really splurge, but we bought some eBay cheap stuff here. So here is, now you all have heard about this intake. You have heard it said, a thread. So this is the intake I decided to go with. I know the Trailblazer SS would have been a better deal, and I really thought about that to start with. But I decided to go with this one, the knockoff Dorman. And if you look at the prices, they are all over the place on these. I saw one for, I don't know. Ooh, look. I got some bolts, got some O-rings. Those might be O-rings for the injectors. That'll be nice. All kinds of little hardware. Some of those may be worth using, some may not. Okay, so there's that. Came with the hardware. Came with our new seal for the throttle body. That'll be good. Came with the EGR block-off plate. Thankfully, ours is not EGR equipped, so we do not have to worry about that. Look at that baby. Beautiful. So I'm not sure, how much of a difference in power this will make. So, but we'll give it a try and see. From what I've heard, some really good reports about these, and even Chris, who's going to tune the motor, mentioned it as a good option. It's just with the Trailblazer SS, we got to admit that's one of the best, intakes that GM made on a stock vehicle. But for my application, I was going to have to source the 4-bolt throttle body, which would be better. But it also has a single line fuel deal, and at this time I didn't want to set up and do all that. Not to mention it was going to be about $500, maybe a little bit more, depending on where you got your intake, your throttle body, etc. Fuel rail that was special too, and I don't think the fuel rail from this would fit this motor, if I'm correct. So, but what the rumors are is that this intake is actually a little bit wider and theoretically should flow more than this one. I don't have a real good spot to set this up, but let's we'll put it right here by the sand. That's always a good idea. There we go. Don't move. So from what you can see, now remember this is like a multi-piece, 3-piece thing. This is kind of like that Impala intake setup. But kind of looking at the different angles there, you can kind of see that there is a larger volume on this one. Now, what the rumors are is that I'm kind of wondering where I end up having to put this. I think that goes up front. I'll have to read on that. And we got this here. I gotta source where we put some of this hookup. Some of them are a little bit different. I don't know where that goes. That one goes. We'll figure it out. Yeah, but anyways. So yeah, it is a multi-layer piece here. So looks like the fuel inlets are bigger too. That's interesting. About the same size. It's just a bigger inlet. I'll let you play better with we see our mounting points here are the same. Looks like we'll use more of a screw into the plastic for the rails than a threaded pipe there. We got this hose connection here. I believe, I'm trying to figure out where we put this. I think this goes right here, if I'm correct, from what I remember reading. And I think this outlet is here. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. So we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna see how it does. I got it for $105, I think. Let's put it over here. This area is kind of clean. So we could even play with these ports a little bit. I think some people ended up cutting out these corners, which honestly is not a bad idea. We might do the same thing. Yeah, you see you got a lot of flash right there. Huh. yes, I mean, a lot of that you could just scrape out with a utility knife. Just want to make sure you clean it out. So that's one issue there that would help flow. Some flash here on the sides, a little bit there. So yeah, definitely some differences. But yeah, we'll give it, we'll play with it, see how it does. Yeah, that side's really, see how that matches up. So these come with their own, you know, little gasket pieces. So here's our setup there. We can pull it apart. Blah blah blah. I think our hardware. Yeah. So there's our inside. One reason too was I figured, well, it'll make it a little bit easier to go ahead and have this clean. Excuse me. Compared to cleaning that one. So, and I was thinking about doing a catch can as well. I've been slow to order that, so that might be a little bit behind. So, anyways, that is our intake. We'll play with it. Oh, we got a port here. I'm not sure what that one is. Maybe that is our port for this. That could be. Oh, yeah, because that has to be our little emissions module thingamajig. Yeah, so this must plug in right back here. I'm guessing. We'll find out. Maybe. So anyways, we got to do the transmission first. This stuff is extra. But I got a little bit slower week. And now we got mowing coming up pretty quick. We're, what was it said? Second, third week of April. So we got the mowing coming up fairly quickly. I think we're rolling along fairly well with this. I'd like to be able to do it a little bit quicker. But hey. That is the way life is. So, we got long tube headers. You've seen the different eBay specials. I went with the variety. I just nicked a pair. I went with a set that does not have the cats. At the moment here in Florida, we do not have an issue with, not that we don't have an issue, but we don't have emissions testing and so forth. So, we can delete the cats, as far as I know, without much issue. Okay, we have one gasket. That could be an issue. We may have to buy another pair anyways. But so far, just one gasket. Okay. There's our beautiful long tubes. Yeah, it's a good thing I hadn't looked at this. Look at that. Let me go ahead and grab the, while I do this, let me grab the stand, and I'll come back. Alright, so, got my third hand here. I'll put this back in here so it's not collecting dirt or dust or anything else that moves. Aha, we have it there. Ooh, very good. Alright, so, here is one beautiful long tube. It's funny how in the pictures they look bigger. It's so shiny. Ooh. Exactly. Stainless steel, baby. Kind of look at the flanges. We'll take a level to it a little bit later. But yeah, that'll look nice. Fitted up. So there's that one. And we got this kit, I think it was $220, something like that, in free shipping. So that was handy. Clamps and everything. So granted, you know, it's only $200, but I thought, well, we'll try this for the first time, and we can go from there. Here's our elbow from this side to our connector here. And here is our bag of goodies. We got some wire here, I believe, to lengthen. Yeah, what do we got? And some Velcro. What do we got? Velcro.
I'm not sure what you would put.
So anyways, we are going to have Chris tune it out, so we won't need to have to worry about the. Yeah, so there's our wire and connectors. And I believe that's to lengthen the O2 sensors, the upstream O2 sensors. So
tuning that
got
out.
Our clamps there. Was that?
You're tuning that out.
We're tuning we're going to keep we got to have the O2, the upstream O2s.
Right.
This is to lengthen the harness. But I don't think we're going to need to do that. For it looks like. If so, then we'll do it that way. But anywho, we got we should have Chris be able to tune out the other O2 sensors. So, but that is the kit. We're focusing on transmission right now, but
Here's all the goody stuff.
Yeah, so this is the good stuff.
The stuff is gonna make noise.
And it's and hopefully make a little more power too.
Yeah.
I mean, even I think Richard Holdner on one of his videos covered these particular style headers and was pleased with a decent result compared to like big name Pace Setter,
Right.
etc. So put that right there for right now.
Oh,
But anyways, we'll see how it works, and they'll definitely be better than the cast iron heads, and they're definitely better than shorty headers. As you know, really the price is just a little bit more too. So, but these are their two little performance upgrades. We'll see what they do. Two things we might do later on is upgrade the fuel injectors. These are either 33 or 36 pound injectors since it's a flex fuel, so that's already a good thing. But we'll have Chris tune it and see where the duty cycle is, and down the road, swap those up to bigger ones. So, and probably be able to make a little bit more power that way as well. And not to mention those fuel injectors have 253,000 miles on them, as far as I know.
Yeah.
So it won't hurt to spend some money on another set. So, but I think at the moment, and we're looking at doing the catch can on there as well. And yeah, as far as I can tell, that's basically
Yep. So
nice coffee. That's basically it.
That's all the unboxing. That's the plan with the stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Now onto the transmission.
Torque converters filled up.
Yep.
And play around with getting the transfer. Thankfully, we don't have to have a transfer case. Oh, that's so nice.
Cool.
You remember helping with you that last time? It's like getting a piece of pie up into a small square. Not fun. There's a reason about two-wheel drive.
Doable, but not fun. Not fun.
Four-wheel drive is very handy.
Yeah.
And once you work on it enough, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot easier. But the two-wheel drive I pulled it out all by myself. So, we'll play some tricks here and see how it goes. So,
cool. Okay.
Update
Transmission coming up.